to the Overshare Pamphlet. My name is Rob, and I'm the host of this one-man show. Today we are in my living room because I've been cleaning plates and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what, I cannot be bothered to like set up in my room. I'm already here. Might as well just do it. But yeah, I am very much happy with what's the recording here, to be fair, because I finished decorating my living room, and I'm honestly very happy with the way it came out. Very cute, very cozy, and yeah, so today it is a Sunday to let you know where I'm at, and the episode is gonna come out tomorrow, so um but my whole point of this episode today was to just roll with it, you know what I mean? I didn't make notes for the first time ever for this episode. Like I usually do make some notes for every single episode that I do, but this time around was like too busy, to be fair. And I also wanted to have like a bit of a reactionary chat with you guys, in a sense that the topic that I'm going to talk about is more like my thoughts on certain events in pop culture, which is basically the Grammys and the Taylor Swift drama that's going around now, the change in public opinion a bit, and yeah, and then I want to just get also the other reactionary part of the episode is going to be reacting to Taylor Swift's newly announced 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Apartment track list. So I'm going to give my thoughts also in general on the album, the way I think it's going to sound, what I'm expecting from the album, what's going on there and all that stuff. So yeah, so I'm also leaving my window open, so if you hear any noise come, like apart from of course me talking, which is a yapping noise all the fucking time, but if you hear any other like sort of sound, it's just because I have my window open. Yeah, but I thought it was gonna be like a bit of a chill one, so because it's a Sunday, it's early in the morning, so hopefully I'll have a lot of like cute ambient noises, you know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, also sipping on coffee. I'm obsessed with this coffee. My friend Erica, she made me try it for the first time at her place, and ever since then I've been obsessed. It's a Japanese drip coffee. It comes in like single bags, so it's just like so good. Like it literally comes with its own little like drip thing. Like it's in a little sachet that you put over your mug, and then you let hot water drip through it. So yeah, Japanese people know what they're doing, you know. Like it's just such a quick and easy way to have like a very nice coffee, to be fair. But yeah, let's get into the track of the week first. Tracks of the week. I have quite well, you know what? I'm gonna try and like stick it to like a few. I want to start off with "The Fear" by Lily Allen. I assume it's like the content of the song is like satirical towards like becoming famous and like the whole like becoming Hollywood star and all that shit. And but it's so funny because like the way I discovered it was through Slater on TikTok. I didn't know the song before this. I mean I think it is quite quite a old song. So, but yeah, so I think she took it like the interesting thing was later. I think I can see the perspective that she brought to it in the sense that she says like it's one of her favorite songs ever. The reason why she wanted to become a singer and all that stuff, because it is sort of like it can be interpreted actually in a serious way. Like she says like everything is fine as long as I'm getting skinnier or something like that. And I think Slater took it to the core, and it's just like, yes, that's actually what I want to do for real, for real. It's not satire for me, it's like realness, you know? It's my truth. And I kind of love that. But yeah, go listen to "The Fear" by Lily Allen. Incredible piece of work. Very, very, very cute, very poppy, very... Well, it's not actually very... It's like, it has a like, I don't know, like a bit of a dark vibe to it, but very cool stuff. Then I want to shout out La Noia by Angelina Mango. This is an Italian song that is well, she just won the Sanremo Festival. Sanremo Festival is basically like a song contest like that we do nationally every year. Like the most prominent artists in the Italian music scene, they just compete for this like I guess prestigious award. Like so they compete between themselves, and the best song wins the prize. And then the winner of this festival gets to go to Eurovision. So all the Eurovision people that you see from Italy every year, they are the winners of Sanremo Festival. So there's first like they do the festival first, and then when they win, they just go to Eurovision. So yeah, but anyways, the point I'm making is this song incredible. I actually placed my bets on this girl even before she announced the song. I heard the song or anything else. As soon as I knew that she was running, I was like, she's gonna win. There's no way she's not gonna win. She's been popping off in Italy. She's very recent. She came off like from a survival. I was speaking like survival show as if it's like a K-pop survival show, but it's literally like an Italian survival show called Amici, which translates to France. I think she's from there. I don't fucking know, but either way, this summer she popped off with a song, and it was so catchy. And then I got into her music a bit more, and I was like, this girl is talented. She writes. She also has that southern flair to her. Like she's very like I don't know, her energy is like very southern. Like she's very energetic, and is just and very animated, and it's just like so good to see. And she's also talented as fuck. In my mind, she's the Tate McRae of that's actually a leap, but she's the Tate McRae of the Italian music industry. So actually, I don't know. I don't know if it's a fair comparison. Actually, they don't even sound alike, but I don't know when I said that. But in my mind, I don't know. It's just the vibe, the aura. But anyways, yeah, this song is very Italian, I would say. Like if you listen to it, it's okay, it's an very Italian song. Apart from the fact that she's singing in Italian, that doesn't matter. But just the sound, it's very Italian. But it's like very modern approach to it. I loved it, and the lyrics are incredible, 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 incredible. Please go listen to it. Find a translation as well if you want on the lyrics. Very cool stuff. She is incredible. Yeah, so that's one song. Another song. Then I want to shout out a song that my friend Pam, recommended to me. It's called Austin by Dasha. Don't know anything about the artist, don't know anything about anything that she does. My friend just sent it to me. Pam, she was like, look, you might like the song, please listen to it. It's a very country heavy song, but like an energetic country song, like a very high tempo type of track. Very beautiful, very slay. I loved it. It's just the way she sings it, it's so good. And it's just I love a good old country song, like I love that. My friend knows me, and she, like Pam, she's my bestie for a reason. She knows that I enjoy these songs, and she was spot on. So Austin has been a repeat. Please go listen to it if you want to have a very country vibe. I assume that she's young. She sounds young to me, but I'm so excited to see like younger artists doing country, because I think it's a genre that has been left in the past by younger generations, and we need to like bring it back. I think Lana Del Rey is doing country album. At least that's what she said. We can never hold her accountable because she changes her mind so quickly all the time. But yeah, so yeah, I'm excited for new country music this year. This year sounds like it's going to be like a crazy year for music. Like so many people are coming back. We're still so we have Taylor Swift, we have Lana Del Rey, we have possibly Lorde, possibly Billie Eilish, possibly Lady Gaga. We have Ariana Grande in March. Like girls are coming back to slay. Honestly, I'm so happy. Possibly The Weeknd. I'm excited for that. I'm waiting for Bruno Mars, man. Where the fuck is Bruno Mars? I need Bruno Mars right now. Like he needs to get it together and give us an album. He's been going around like doing concerts and all that stuff, but we don't care. We want new music. I mean, I do care. If he came around again to London, I would go. But I don't fucking care. I need new music. I need new music from Bruno Mars. Please, 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 please. I'm begging. I'm on my fucking knees. I'm on my knees. Please. Anyways, that's another track. Then I wanna also shout out. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna shout out in general Chappell Rowan. She is. I've listened to her songs like quite a lot, like in general, and I love Red Wine Supernova and Super Graphic. What was it? Ultra Modern Girl. Those songs are so funny to me. The way I would describe it I want to pitch it to you guys like this. She is ABBA, but if they were queer, well, I mean, ABBA, queer people love ABBA, but she's queer ABBA. You know what I mean? She's like she's queer ABBA. Like she makes some of the songs she makes, they do sound like ABBA music, but modernized and a bit more like I guess like up to speed in that sense. Like there, there's some stuff that it just reminds me of ABBA specifically. I would like Hot to Go. Probably is the most ABBA coded song that she made. It's just so fucking good, so fucking good. So yeah, Chappell Rowan, incredible girl. Go listen to her. Beautiful voice. Also, can I just say, very unique voice. Very unique stuff. Why the fuck am I getting some weird likes on Instagram? I've been receiving likes from some weird people that are usually I get likes from like porn bots as well, but this time around I'm getting likes from people who are verified but are like I don't know, not even I don't know. What was it for example? This person is crazy. What is this? Yeah, she is a travel content creator with 37K followers who liked my picture, my Instagram post. By the way, go check it out. Go, go check out my Instagram. Thank you very much. Putting the plug right now, but yeah, I just made a post with the stuff that I cooked yesterday for my friends. I cooked a lot of food, but yeah, this random travel blogger just liked my post. I was like, well, who the fuck are you? Love you. Thank you for the like. Follow me, please. But yeah. Anyways, I was saying, yeah, songs of the week. Sorry, I'm almost done. I think, oh yeah, I'm gonna put it in the of course in the usual playlist that I have for the month of February for the Overshare pamphlet. But I think I'm gonna put. I'm stuck. Like maybe I'm gonna do Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl. That song sounds like it could fit on the playlist. Honestly, that is crazy. It's crazy good. And then also I want to shout out very lastly, Woods, which I think actually in Korean is Uji or something. Uji. It has to be Uji because I think it's Woods, but like D and Z is G, and then like, Wu is like Uji. So I think it must be that in Korean. But anyways, doesn't matter. So Uji is like I guess like it dips and dabbles in like a lot of different genres. Like this song Amnesia is called. It's a bit rock, but also a bit like R&B. Like usually sometimes he does like a lot of cool R&B songs. But yeah, go check it out. Incredible song. I love Wuji. Like he used to be in a K-pop group that I followed, and then of course it was like a temporary one, and then it disbanded. But yeah, found him through another survival show. There you go, survival show again, a Korean one. But he's so fucking talented. He's crazy talented person. So I would check him out. Like any sort of song that he makes is just pure gold. So go listen to him right now. Yeah. So those are the songs. They're gonna be, as I said, in my playlist. I'll make sure to put them on there, and yeah, we're gonna get into the topic. So for the first part, since I didn't make any notes, please don't mind me if I just search very quickly the list of winners, so we can go through that a bit, and I can get linked to like some reactions that I have to the events of the night. Let's just say that the reactions and all that, the most outstanding moments, I guess, from that. So Grammys. Oh, they do have. I suppose they have it on their page, right? I really hope so, because then I need to go to like, so many websites, and I don't fucking like that personally. but yeah, I have thoughts. I have thoughts on the winners, on the um, speeches, and everyone else, and everyone else's opinion on what's going on and all that stuff is very messy. This year has been surprisingly messier than I predicted. To be fair, I thought it was gonna be quite bland. To be fair, this year, like in terms of drama and all that stuff. But yeah, so here's a list of the winners. I think as usual we're gonna start off with the usual ones, like the main category. I think I'm just gonna go through the main categories and see how it goes. So, what the fuck? Oh, there it is. It always takes so long with this website. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. No, bitch. Okay, so I guess I want to start off with the album of the year, or maybe not. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to start with album of the year. Actually, no. Let me start off because that would be too messy of me. Because I have to get in. Okay, let's go record of the year first, right? Maybe it's easier. Record of the year, as I said, my prediction was I think I said what was I made for, or vampire or something like that. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Actually, I think I said a vampire in my predictions. That or Kill Bill, I think I said, yeah. But the winner was, of course, Flowers by Miley Cyrus. Now, bitch, what the fuck? Don't get me wrong. I think personally that this win was like a career award more than anything else, because Miley has been in the industry for so long, ever since she was like a little child. But out of all of her tracks, all of her songs, this song wins. Flowers is a cute song, cute, catchy, sure, cannot deny that. But the award specifically would be for the artists and to producers and recording engineers and all that stuff, right? Now, tell me how this song is like so complex or so like innovative and all that stuff. It's not. And how was it that big of a song either? It just literally had like a little bit of a flourish. Was it during the summer, or even probably like even slightly before that? I can't remember exactly when it came out, but I do remember it was like it definitely was viral in a way a bit, but it wasn't that huge of a hit. I mean, it stayed on the charts for so long, but people may say she had payola. You know, she had a lot of payola in that sense, because it's the only song that literally stayed there for so long, and everything else from the album did very low sales compared to like other big artists. So yeah, some people may say that payola was behind her success, but I don't know. I mean, I like Miley. I think this album was a bit of a miss for me. I preferred like Plastic Hearts, like the way what she did on the other album was very in character for her and very well executed. But this album was just boring. Damn, I'm like so harsh. It's just boring, bitch. But I don't know, man. But I don't think it deserved to win Record of the Year. As I said, I thought either Vampire or Kill Bill should have won the song. The Record of the Year. In terms of production and everything else, like I think those two are the most interesting tracks of the year. Like from the ones that have been nominated, of course, there were so many like more deserving ones, of course. But yeah. But anyways, also yeah, her acceptance speech. I mean, I'm happy that she won 2 Grammys for the first time ever in her career. Long overdue, I guess. I don't know. Was it? I don't know. I don't think Miley makes songs that are. Actually, you know what? Like, she does make hits, I guess, sometimes. But her career is, like, so on and off that I don't know if she's, like, committed to the craft necessarily. Whenever I think of Miley, I don't think of an artist. You know, like, she's dedicated to the art and to the excellence of her work. But more like, you know, a very interesting voice and very captivating performer in that sense. And that's it. But anyways, she got that. Her acceptance speech was crazy. The memes that came out of that, she I don't know if you know that that meme of her with like I think it was a red carpet. Yeah, with she has like her blue eyes wide open, like bloodshot open, and it's just like. And now she has the same one, but with a buccal fat removal, crazy ass hair, and it's just like it's the rebirth of the same meme, and it was just so funny. I have to say though that her like when she performed and like her outfit was just very very good. I like the execution of that I have to say like it's a very cool one. But yeah, and then she said that she didn't have any panties on. It's like okay, and what about it? You know what I mean? Like, duh. You're my Cyrus, period. Anyways, but yeah, kudos to her. Kudos to her. Yeah, I guess we have to get into album of the year. Album of the year. I said that I didn't want. Well, I actually wanted either Lana or what did I say? Lana or SOS. I think I said yeah, Lana or SOS or wow, Lana with Ocean Boulevard or SZA with SOS to win the album of the year. And I also said that I didn't want Midnight's to win because I don't think it was her best album or the best album of the year at all. And I think I can't remember if I said it or not, but I'm gonna repeat myself again. I also think that I didn't want her to. I don't think I did say it this part as well because I wanted to avoid the drama until it's like the announcement. But of course, Midnight won, and exactly what I predicted would happen happened, which is that she got some sort of backlash, of course, as they usually do whenever someone is picked by the Grammys. There's always some sort of like backlash, but I think my main reasoning, apart from like not really like apart from like thinking that Midnight is like an okay album, not of the greatest album that she made, but I think the main problem that I had was that if she won, she was gonna be people were gonna get sick of her. Like they're gonna switch up on her because and this is like sort of what's happening right now. So I'm gonna get into that as well, but it's a bit this and also the acceptance speech she did for Pop Vocal Album of the Year that Midnight's won again. But yeah, I think that she was getting so close to getting, like overexposed. I mean, she did. I think she did get overexposed a bit. And I really didn't want her to win because I think that this further, like, attention, I guess, brought to her would make people go a bit mad, especially when, like, she's already killing it. She's already having it all and all that stuff. People were not gonna be happy with her taking a win away from other big artists that probably deserved to be awarded this year more than her. So yeah, unfortunately this happened. I would have loved to see Lana win. I would have loved to see SZA win, to be fair. Actually, if I have to be completely honest, I would have had Lana win some Grammys, but not necessarily album of the year. I would have been fine with that, but I would have wanted SZA to win album of the year because the SOS album was truly transformative for her career. I think in general, like she was always been successful, but SZA deserved an accolade for the change that she brought with the album, like her artistic evolution and the way that, apart from the success itself, but just the length of the album, and you not even like it was like 23 songs, but it's just like an album that was so creative and so like beautiful and diverse and very like experimental for her own standards. So I think she really deserved it, and she created some great tracks, so many hits, incredible album, deserved it. But yeah, but Midnight's won, and I think it was with this one specifically that she brought Lana Del Rey up with her, which, knowing my girl Taylor, I know what she was doing. I know she was trying to like because they're very close friends. They're very close. They came to the Grammys together this year. They were sitting next to each other. They just stick together like for the entire night, and forever. To be fair, like they're best friends. They're like they're really close friends. Also, Lana's been a major influence on her music. Cannot deny that. She's also she has credited her even like during the acceptance speech. Like she did say that she's one of the greatest influences in her like artistic evolution. But anyways, she brought her on stage because I think she, like, in my opinion, she wanted to like pay homage to her. Like she low-key thought that Lana deserved to win, which I understand, totally there. And but she didn't want to necessarily say anything. And I know sometimes it's cliche because it happened already so many times that, for example, Billie won when she won album of the year. She was like Ariana deserved it and all that stuff. And it's, but people get frustrated either way. Like if you like go for a speech and you say like someone else deserved it, people are gonna start moaning, saying like, oh, you're so ungrateful, or like you're just fishing for a compliment, or it's just too much. It's your award. Please talk about yourself. And then if you just talk about yourself, you just become selfish and ungrateful and all that stuff, and you think you're better than everyone else. So that you couldn't escape that, I think, in general. But I think the problem was that she brought her on stage, and yeah, of course, people went into a spiral and started like saying that she I don't know, she literally was humiliating her and all that stuff. So I think that was blown out of proportion. Definitely, I can see where people may come from. Like it could look bad in that sense, but also y'all need to chill. Like y'all need to chill. Like stop pretending to know what the other person is going through. Like you don't know these people. You know what, like it's their dynamic. It's a friend. It's like two friends doing that and all that stuff. You don't know how Lana feels about it. You don't know how Taylor feels about it and all that stuff. Yes. Could she have avoided that? Yes, definitely. I would have personally avoided that. I wouldn't have brought her up stage. I wouldn't have done that because merely for the fact that it could have looked really bad, and it did look bad. But I mean, y'all are overreaching, saying that she brought her up stage just to humiliate her and made her feel like small and all that stuff. It's like you're like doing too much, honestly. Like, come on, take a break, breathe. They went up stage. It was fine, whatever. They just won an award. Like, come on. It's just too overblown overreaction, in my opinion. But yeah, the acceptance speech was for that one was cute as well. Didn't really mind that. I think truthfully, like as I said, the album didn't deserve to win in that sense per se. But people are now switching up because they think that she doesn't deserve it, and that like she's just too weird of a person. She's just too like she this has been a conversation that's always been had, but like we always had with Taylor. She always receives criticism for like pretending to be too surprised for what she actually received and all that stuff. Y'all are like just over overreacting about every small detail. To be fair, like I've seen some people saying like, oh my gosh, she knew she was gonna win. Why she's overreacting? This comment has been like said about her so many fucking times in her career is just stupid at this point. I mean, yes, we all know that the Grammys are not the most genuine thing ever. First of all, y'all are putting too much emphasis on the Grammys. I get it. It's a fun moment for the culture, and that's why I'm also covering it. But at the end of the day, if your artist didn't win, like your favorite one didn't win, so be it. I mean, I don't think it really matters at the end of the day. Like, so many people boycott the Grammys, and they do just fine. Like, look at The Weeknd, look at Drake. They boycott the Grammys. They never get nominated because they boycott it and all that. And they're still killing it on the charts and still getting a lot of money. So I wouldn't get too pressed about these things. Y'all are like literally treating it as a life or death situation. Like, come on, be for fucking real. Like, and if anything, I think these conversations prove that you still love your artists anyways. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if they don't win a Grammy. Like, the culture still loves Lana, for example, for not even if she doesn't win. Like, she doesn't need to win a Grammy. You know what I mean? That's Nicki Minaj never won a Grammy. She doesn't need to win a Grammy for what she did in the past. That's fine. Like, they're great artists. They don't need the accolades. They don't need them. If anything, the Grammys need them. And I think it's also partially why they decided to go with Taylor Swift to give her the album of the year. I think the marketing strategy from Taylor's camp was actually very smart. Like when she submitted the songs and the albums and the album for the Grammys for the submission for the nominations, she didn't submit like everybody else some outtakes from like for some pictures and some outtakes from the album, but she took outtakes from her tour, so you can get a sense of what she was going for. She was gonna get awarded not for the album itself, but for the Eras tour and like the incredible year that she's had. So it wasn't I under like from her side, very smart. I think she played it so well. Very smart and savvy businesswoman, as she should be. So I really commend her for that. Like she played them really well, honestly. But you know what I mean. Like in that way, it made it seem like she had to be celebrated and awarded because of the massive success that she's had this year, so this past year. So yeah, she played it. She played it smart. So I think the Grammys like awarded her mostly for the success in itself that she had more than anything else. So yeah, like in terms of the Eras tour and everything else, the Taylor Mania and all that. So yeah, that's why I think like she won specifically the album. I don't think the Grammys would have given it to her if it wasn't for the incredible success of the tour and the obsession that people now have with her. Well, they've always had, but this past year has been blown out of proportion completely. Like it's massive, like it's gigantic. But anyways, she also won, as I said, Pop Vocal Album of the Year. And she announced on the stage when she was accepting the award, that she was gonna release a new album, 11th studio album called the Torture Poets Department on the 19th of April. And people got an issue with that because she used basically the Grammys platform to just announce her new album. And some of the reactions were granted, I think. People were saying like, oh, this is an award show for celebrities and you go there and just brag about your things and like it's my 13th Grammy and all that stuff. And I get it. I understand where you guys are coming from. It does seem sometimes condescending and all that stuff. And but also I don't think you can deny the success in that sense. You know what I mean? She wasn't. Also, Taylor. It's a bit of a complicated situation. I think. I understand. It could have come. It definitely comes across as a bit of a pretentious thing to say and like to use a platform to just brag in front of your peers. But I don't think she said anything too braggadocious in that sense. Like she didn't go that hard. She just said, yeah. Oh, she did say like it's her 13th Grammy, but from people who don't know her that well, 13 is her favorite number. There was a reason for that. I mean, she could have explained it a bit better. Definitely. Maybe made it seem less of a pretentious move in that sense. But 13 is her favorite number. In the fandom there is this whole thing about the 13 being like an Easter egg and all that stuff, and it's just like a very special number for her. Whenever there's like some reoccurrence like that, she just treats fan for that reason. Like if there is anything that is special to her in that sense when it comes to coincidences and all that stuff, or winning an award that has some significance to her, she does like to treat fans with a little surprise. So I do agree that maybe she shouldn't have done it at the Grammys. She should have done it at the tour, for example. But also, I want to bring a bit more of a nuance to this. I think you also need to like look at this from a business perspective in that sense. Taylor is probably pioneering a very interesting marketing machine in that sense. She's always she's always doing this like these like interesting moves when it comes to her marketing and all that stuff, which I really love. That's also why I like to follow her a lot, because she's very like successful in what she does because of her marketing strategies as well. Everything is now turning into like in-house sort of like production in that sense. Yes, the marketing has always been handled by her parents specifically, but she's like up until I would say I think right before Folklore and Evermore, to be fair, even with no, actually Lover, she did go around, yeah. So up until Lover, she used to really go to like talk shows and promote her album and like, you know, go through all the usual steps that a pop star does, like to promote the album and like spread it around. Ever since Folklore and Evermore, when she just dropped the albums out of nowhere, she realized that she doesn't actually need to spend money on advertisements and all that stuff. Like, she doesn't need to go through all this PR process of it all, because she's that big already, and she can actually produce engagement with her art and with her craft by herself. Like, she doesn't need all these extra stuff that maybe other artists need because they're like upcoming and all this stuff. She realized quickly that basically that she can use these moments, or like any sort of like televised moment, to just promote herself with one single, little speech, or like whatever, just a little announcement online, and everyone will still buy her music. You know what I mean? Like, she understands her tools. She understands her power in that sense. She uses it in the most effective way, in my opinion. That's how I see it. Like, she knew that since everyone was tuned in, apart from celebrities and apart from everything else, that she could use the Grammys and as a perfect like launch point to announce another album. And also, as you can see from this rollout, it's not gonna be publicized that much. Like, she just dropped the info, then dropped the track list. Way different also from Midnight's, that where she like had a slow drag and released like one title of each song like every week or something. So she's experimenting all the time with every single release with different marketing strategies, and they sure are successful, man. You cannot deny that. And she's been successful. She's been there. She's been awarded for all these things as well. You know what I mean? I know that the Grammys are supposed to be about the excellence in music. That's why I said it even like in my predictions that I didn't want the album to win, because of the artistic side of it all. But I don't care. I also think personally that Midnight was a very strategic album when it comes to everything else that happened in the year last year. So it was an album that she dropped just to build hype for the tour itself. The tour was going to be the moment, as you can see also from, as I said, like the way she submitted Midnights to the Grammys. She used she produced this album, like she put out this album just to build hype, and she didn't really care about the artistic component. That's why I also think that he shouldn't have won album of the year, for the same reason, because it wasn't a very artistically motivated album, unlike some of the other albums that she had where she won, rightfully so. Like, she won the other 3 Grammys that she won before were for Fearless, 1999, and Folklore, and I think personally all of those albums deserved a win. Fearless, outstanding country album, merging with pop and bringing pop country to the forefront in popular culture. She did a lot of that, and especially from a teenage girl perspective, incredible work. Then it was 1999, perfect pop moment, an incredible shift from pure country to pop. Like, she went full pop, and she managed to completely obliterate the competition, which is incredible. And then also, Folklore was an incredible genre shift as well from her. Like, she went to folk music, and she did it during the pandemic, dropped a very artistic album with no no motivation for the money, in that sense. You know what I mean? So those 3 albums, I think they're topical, and they're completely valid, and they're more than worthy to win. Midnight's, I think it was just I don't want to call it a cash grab, but it was an instrument, like a tool to get hype and get an even more. She wanted to go back to her pop roots and to just dominate once more, and she did. She managed to do it successfully, man. You cannot deny that. And you have to understand that Taylor Swift is very very. She's like an alpha predator, basically, in the music industry. She's been so successful because she's so always on the move. She's obsessed with trying to dominate the music and do better and be acclaimed and all that stuff. That's her main motivation, and that's the drive that brings her to do even greater things. And I'm actually very excited about this new album coming out, because I think this other album is going to be more on the artistic side instead, more on the art and on the songwriting and all of that. This is the actual album that we were the two-year cycle album that we were waiting for. This is the one that has been well thought over and all that stuff. It's been planned pretty well. You know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, people were saying that she's just pretentious for like just spitting, like, using like you know, the Grammys for all that. But honestly, I understand it. I understand that she could have phrased it differently. She could have done a bit better. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just how it is. You know, it happens sometimes. We do like some slip ups in that sense. We could have worded things differently. She's human. She deserves to be just left alone. Y'all are putting her under like a literal fucking microscope for no reason. I do want to point out though, however, that as I said before, that she has been so like basically put everywhere in that sense. She's been so like on their spotlight for such a long time, and for every single little reason, that I knew people were gonna start getting sick of her eventually. Again, I don't think we're gonna be at the same level as what happened in 2016 with the like Kim and Kanye situation, all that stuff. That people were looking for an excuse to cancel her, all that stuff. But because also the cancel culture mania, all that stuff is over. Like there's no, it's not a thing anymore in our culture ever since then. But I do see on TikTok a lot of people switching sides and like all that stuff. Be to me, it was inevitable in a way. Like this high wave that she's been riding for more than a year had to be put on a hold eventually. I think she should have maybe she should have attended. She shouldn't have won, but I think maybe she should have attended, but she shouldn't have been so prominent. I mean, she took a little break in between 1999, so from December until now, but yeah, I think because of the fact that she's still touring, she couldn't have disappeared. So people are now getting too sick of her in that sense. Like she's too overexposed, and like it's looking rough in that sense. But I think, as I said, like it's inevitable in a way, like because of the amount of like media coverage she's been receiving, even wherever she goes, basically, like wherever she's at, cameras are on her, and like doesn't matter like who else is with her, she's gonna be mogging you guys. So inevitable. But also I don't really care, because the reason she became so like she had an explosive year is because she managed to like recapture the attention of the entire public, not only her fans. Her fandom is huge, of course, like that's why she gets a lot of sales and all that stuff. But I think with Midnights she managed to like recapture the entire, and also like the re-recordings to recapture the entire you know, public attention, you know. But yeah, that's what usually happens. Like, yeah, the public is there one day, and they're gonna turn their backs to you know, they're not gonna be there forever. So I don't really care. I'm here for the music personally, so I'm very excited to see what she does next. And Lana, I'm very sad that she didn't win. I think she deserved at least some form of you know, award in even other categories, for example. I don't know, like she deserves something, but oh well, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah. I mean, she's put out a lot of music, and she's been an inspiration for so many people that it's kind of ridiculous that she like still has not been acclaimed by her peers in that sense, because the Grammys are voted by peers, basically, by other like ex-artists in that sense and all that stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, she's still so successful. Like she's doing so many good things. Lana is just not stopping as well. She's just like producing music and like going on and on with her artistic excellence. So I don't really care. Like, as long as I'm still receiving music from both of them, both Taylor and Lana, I'm good. Honestly, y'all can switch sides, think whatever. It's okay. I mean, as I said multiple times, I don't really care about personalities at all, to be fair, when it comes to music. I like what I like. I like the music. I like, if something is good, I'm going to listen to it. So, and I know with them that I can get what I want pretty consistently. So I'm just excited for them to like keep on growing as artists. The Grammys, at the end of the day, is just pointless. It's like, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on the Taylor Swift situation. Oh yeah, also on the Celine Dion thing, fuck that. Like, yes, she didn't have a full moment on stage, but they did. There's photos of them in the backstage. Like, they've talked before. Y'all need to like stop pretending like whatever happens on camera is the only truth. There's so much more that goes on behind the cameras that y'all don't know about. So stop assuming, please, please, please. Do it also for your own, like, sanity. Song of the year, this one I was so fucking spot on. I said it in my prediction that What Was I Made For was going to win, and they sure as hell won. And you know what? Deserved. I think it's well deserved. I would have won A&W to win, but I'm honestly very fine with it, because I think this was a good medium between, like, viral song, meaningful song. It came out at a very specific moment in our year last year, when it was like a great wave of female empowerment in that sense, like female-led entertainment. And it's also a great win for the Barbie movie in general, I would say, as well. It's great award. And also I'm very happy that, this song specifically, the meaningful song, it's a very meaningful. I think also, it's from a motion picture, but it's just the artistic excellence came through. So I don't really mind this song winning, to be fair. I do have other favorites I should have won, in my opinion, but I think it's a deserved award. And it's just beautiful. It's a great commentary on the female experience, and it deserved to win. And I'm so glad that it was a Kickstarter for them to then get into the new album, because they were having a bit of an artistic crisis before this song. Then they managed to write this song out of nowhere, in literally one day, they said. And ever since then they have not stopped producing songs. So I'm very excited to see what they do in their new album, when Phineas and Billy, because they keep on they keep on coming back and hitting the nail in the head. They know how to read the mood in the audience, so they know what the people want, and they did that. So yeah, very happy about that. Best new artist, Victoria Monet. Excited, so happy. I think I said I wanted to win, so very happy about that. She deserved it. Look, whatever she does, she slays. So Victoria Monet, I'm so happy for you, girl. Well overdue. We've been waiting. So congratulations, girls. Very happy. Producer of the year, I also predicted this one correctly. Jack Antonoff, deserved. Look at the amount of excellence that he produced. The 1975 album, he literally stepped off of his comfort zone, I think, there, and made a great ass album with the 1975. And also, of course, Ocean Boulevard. So, bitch, you cannot tell me otherwise. He did that. Yeah. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Well, best pop soul performance was Flowers again. Yeah. Well, I think. Actually, let me see which one. I think. Was it alternative? I think. Boy Genius won. Yes. Yeah. Best rock song. They Not Strong Enough won. Slayful, and I think that. Oh, Paramore won Best Rock Album with This Is Why. Okay. Yes. Period. Okay. Excited about that as well. I didn't see that. Yes, yeah, and the Boy Genius won Best Alternative Music Album. So, the record by Boy Genius won. So, I'm very happy about that. SZA, she got her bag with the R&B accolades. She won Best R&B Song with SNUBS. Period. Deserved. Best Progressive R&B Album, Slade. Then Victoria Monet won Best R&B Album with Jaguar 2. Yes. I'm so happy. I cannot. But yeah, I'm very happy about the other categories. They were really good. So yeah. Another thing I want to touch on the Grammys was the Jay-Z debacle, I think. He won it was a honorary award that he won, and in his speech he brought up his daughter, and Beyonce was instead at the table, and he called out the Grammys for not ever nominating her for Best Album of the Year, or no, actually they did nominate, but she never won Album of the Year, and she's been so successful, but they completely turned a blind eye on her. And honestly, true. Like, I honestly don't have anything to say to that. So if people think that he was like, there was time and place for that, I don't care. I think he had every right to say that. I mean, I don't know if Beyonce was okay with it. I hope she was, but I mean, he had to be sad. You know what I mean? I think it's quite weird that the Grammys always award white people and never people of color. It's so fucking crazy to me. Like, what the fuck is, especially in the big awards like album of the year, song of the year, all that stuff. There's rarely like black artists that win. So, and I think like literally, there's no excuse for that. It's just pure racism, good old racism. So as I said, don't get too pressed on the Grammys. They're not that shit. Like, to be fair, quite frank, don't give them that power. You know what I mean? Just enjoy the giggles and the chats, and that's it. That's it. Y'all take things too seriously. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, I enjoyed the performances as well. Loved every little bit of a performance. SZA killed it. Best performance was SZA. The medley she did was incredible. She fucking killed that shit, man. So yeah. These were my thoughts on the Grammys personally. I'm gonna take a little break just so I can, space it out a bit. Oh my god, I've been recording for 51 minutes already. Shit! This is what happens when I don't have notes. I just go off. But yeah, hopefully next year we're gonna have some great ass music as well for next year Grammys, and we're gonna have a more educated conversation. Please don't freak out next time, and leave the girlies alone. Leave them be, Yes, sometimes you can get triggered, but that's okay. If you don't like it, don't tune in. You know what I mean? Don't go out of your way to just be mean. Be nice, be kind, be better, be better. See you in a bit, and we'll get into the track list of this new album that is gonna come out April 19th. Tortured Poets Department by Ms Taylor Swift. Yee. Yep. I'm here. I'm here again. Took me a bit more than expected to come back for the second part, but yeah, I was in a potty. To be quite frank, I was on a potty. I was shitting. I was struggling for real. So, but now I'm back. I'm back and I'm eating. I'm eating down. No, I'm actually eating for real. But since I recorded this for like so long already, I need to keep this short and sweet, even though we all know that it's not gonna happen because it's meme. But I'll try my best. What I want to do now is to just go through the Tortured Poets Department. I'm literally searching the track list right now. So that, as I said, like at the beginning of the episode, so she announced it at the Grammys, and she posted basically a cover art as soon as she announced it, and then the day after she posted the track list, the full thing, which is very funny because, as I said, like Midnight was a very slow burn when it comes to releasing the track list and everything else. So she built the hype like completely there, but here is like, here we go, which makes me believe even more that this is more like an artistic, motivated album in that sense. But first of all, the cover art. At first I was like, I don't know what I would feel about this, because like it felt like very magazine-y in that sense, very magazine oriented, I think. But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, actually, there's a very great cover. Let me tell you why. First of all, her face is cut off, and this happened only once before this, which was the original 1989 cover. Plus, she's wearing lingerie. She's like looking very mysterious and all that stuff. Now, cutting off your face actually, like, it's always a way of communicating like some sort of like glamour, mystery, sexiness a bit. Like there's a bit of an allure there that is quite interesting. And as I said, like she only used it for 1999, the original cover, and that was, I remember back in the days we were scrambling because we couldn't tell what the fuck the album was going to be about, because she tried one red, like she had red lip and all that, and just, you know, a cut off face, so you couldn't actually tell what she was thinking or like feeling, but it felt very mysterious and very in, like, you know, intriguing in that sense. So I'm so excited for that. Like that, this parallel is just killing me so bad. Plus, it's black and white, and usually her black and white albums are more like in a tone. They're more like serious in that sense. They deal with very serious topics, and it's a bit more serious on the tone in that sense. It's not like happy-go-lucky type of thing, but it's more like serious note, which fits with the album title, which is the Torture Poets Department. Another genius point there, because as you all know, it's a dig at her ex-boyfriend's group chat, Joe Alwyn, that he had with Paul Mescal and someone else, I can't remember. But yeah, so definitely a dig at that. So you already know what we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about her breakup with Joe Alwyn. She said that she wrote the Grammy acceptance speech. That she wrote it during the 2 years. Like in the past 2 years, she's been writing this album basically. So that means that this is definitely about that time where she broke up with him, basically, right? So I'm very excited to see what she does, how she talks about it, and all that. So, and if she touches upon like the little affair she had with Maddie Healy, or with the new relationship that she has with Travis Kelce. I doubted it would be about that, because like the Travis Kelce thing is still fresh. Maybe there's like definitely some trace of there could be some traces of what's his face, I just said it, Maddie Healy, yeah. But who knows? I think also the way it's put out, the name and everything else, it does have a lot of, you know, the Poets Department bit is like recalling a bit Folklore and Evermore, I guess, because it's like very poetry heavy and all that stuff. And also it's a nod at the Romantic period in the Romanticism in like English literature and all that stuff. So he's definitely like, she's letting you know that it's like a tortured Poets Department. It's about like breakups and like romantic feelings that go nowhere, basically, you know what I mean? So, and like, you know, the torture of love and all that. So it's quite a lot. So I'm excited to find out. And yeah, and I guess that's the only comparison I would make actually with Folklore and Evermore, because people are saying like it could be the third lost sister, but I don't think it's that. I think it's like the only, like, it seems like the tone is gonna be more serious like that, those albums. But I think, and the artistic motivation, as I said, is gonna be very similar to that. But I think content wise and also sound wise, I think it's gonna be quite different. I think it's gonna be more I hope more like Rad, to be fair. I don't know why I have a feeling it's gonna be more like Rad. Also because we never had like a, it's been since Rad, actually, for real that we had a proper like breakup album. 1989 was more like filtered, and then we had two love albums, and then Folklore and Evermore, which were basically fiction, and then we had Midnights, which was, some people may say it's a coveted breakup album, but it's more, in my opinion, it's more like a indecisive album in that sense. Like, she doesn't know yet what she wants to do with this relationship, right? She's seeing the trouble and all that, she's rethinking things and all that, but it's not like a proper breakup album. This instead, to me, screams breakup album. Even the title of the track, so we talked about this on my TikTok as well, in a very short form version of this. But yeah, the titles are communicating a lot. Let's go through a track list. First of all, Fortnite featuring Post Malone. Like, what the fuck? Posty and Taylor coming together for a song. I've never thought of that. Honestly. So I'm very excited to see how it sounds, because, and that's also why I think it might be not necessarily like super synthy, of course, but it's gotta be definitely more like a Rad type of pop, you know what I mean? So yeah, Dan, Torture Poets Department. I mean, the title doesn't give me anything to it. Fortnite could be about literally anything, but I hope it's gonna be like a good like a mood check of the album, a good like summary, like point of beginning of the album, like a good setting the tone for the album. That's all I can hope for, you know? Then we have the Torture Poets Department title track in that sense. she's gonna go in on the break, like maybe also on the her ability to communicate, for example, breakups and all that stuff, her emotions and all that. So interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Then we have My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. Incredible song. As soon as I read the title, I was like, oh, that has to be some sort of like Cruel Summer related thing, because like she does say in Cruel Summer, bad boy, shiny toy with the price, you know that I bought it. So she's the type of person, like she does a full like fully fledged like writer, and you can tell that she associates phrases and words to certain people, and she repeats them in songs, and that's how you know it's a little bit of a cue, I guess, like to let you know that, you know, hey, I'm talking about this person. But no, maybe sometimes not even done intentionally in that sense, but it is a good signifier in that sense. And yeah, it is. The title is pretty self-explanatory. It's gonna be about him breaking her heart. You know what I mean? Multiple times, probably even. Then I have my claimed track, Down Bad. This song to me is gonna be everything. I think personally it's gonna be my favorite track. I don't know why, but it's just two words in a title. I love that. It sounds incredible. And also track fours sometimes are like good placement for like standout tracks in my opinion. So excited to find out what that is. I'm so excited. Down Bad has to be like about like despite being hurt by this person so many times, she's still down bad for this person, you know? Like she's still unfortunately attached to this person. And girl, we can all relate to that. We can all relate to that. Now we have So Long London, the infamous track 5. Track 5 is the most vulnerable track on the album, usually the most emotionally moving track, and it's about London, and it's about departure actually from London. So Long London, and that definitely departure from Joe Alwyn, basically, in my opinion. He has infamously the song called London Boy dedicated to him in Lover. So I'm excited to see what she does there. I love whenever there's a London song from her. It's just like a London reference is just more than appreciated, because she loves London actually. So I'm excited to see what she does here. It's gonna be so sad. So it's probably gonna be like a departure from London when she leaves London and basically leaves him. Decides to like maybe kick the bucket and go away. But then she has to like move out of London. So I'm very excited to see that. Then there's so yeah, for track 5, be aware of that. Then we have But Daddy, I Love Him, which is people say on TikTok it's like a reference to the Little Mermaid when she has a discussion with her dad, the Little Mermaid, and dad is not happy that she's like trying to lose her voice just for a man. And Scott, if anything, Taylor's dad is always been like some sort of like forthcoming figure in her songwriting, because it does seem like he knows the shit, you know. Like he also said, like, I think he, for example, in like what was it, All Too Well, or like in about Jake Gyllenhaal, he was very like forthcoming. Like he knows. Taylor should trust her dad. She really should, because he knows what's up. So it might be like something like that. I'm excited to see like what was his perspective on the relationship, because it does seem like that. And it's also very quintessential Taylor, I would say, like very classic Taylor Swift song, because it evokes to me like very like early like Fearless and debut type of like songwriting here. I'm very excited. Then Fresh Out of the Slammer, that sounds sad. That sounds depressing as fuck. So yeah, probably it's gonna be like her reckoning, like after a breakup, how bad she's feeling and all of that. And I'm excited to see what it actually entails. Does she mean by out of the slammer? We'll see. Now we have the most interesting title, I think. Florida, 3 exclamation marks with Florence and the Machine. First of all, incredible. I was waiting for this because Florence started collaborating with Jack Antonoff, so it was overdue at this point. Like whenever one of the girlies collaborates with Jack, sometimes she's gonna go and collaborate with Taylor as well. So definitely can see that. Definitely intrigued. And Florida, 3 exclamation marks. To me, it seems like a very positive track, actually. So it probably would be one of the few ones here. But Florida also is the place, probably, wasn't it the first state that kicked off the Eras tour? Maybe. So maybe it might be like chronologically, like when after all that, after the breakup and all that, she decided to go for the tour. Like when she went on tour, she was like maybe rejoiced by the idea of like being busy and like being back to the things that she loves. Maybe it will be something like that. I hope it's like something that celebrates the fans, or like something, or like not even necessarily the fans, but like Florida's in a symbol for freedom for her, for like getting back into her business and just being the girl boss, you know, that she is. So yeah, I'm excited. Then we have Guilty as Sin, question mark. You know, when there's a question mark, it's a cryptic ass fucking song from Taylor. So I think here is gonna be more like, maybe she gets blamed by him or something for being guilty for the breakup of all that. Or it could also be about Maddie Healy here. I don't know. It could be. It could be. I'm not really know. I'm not really sure. Like, what is this? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It could be that. To be fair, Guilty as Sin. That's a very intriguing title, honestly. But yeah, then we have the incredible Slam Dunk. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? That's the title track. Oh, what? Not the title track. Sorry, the track title. I'm so excited about this one because it seems more like Karma's my boyfriend, I guess, but like more like cunty, or like bitchy, you know? I mean, or like I have the power. Fuck you, bitch. I'm coming for your neck, as you should. So it is very much karma oriented, I guess, in that sense, but more than sassy like that. It's probably I envision rage or something. I don't know, like destruction. So yeah, then we have the most like the silliest title ever. I love it. I Can Fix Him, and then in brackets, no, really, I can. Love that. Like, uh, so funny. And I've like we all been there. So she's so funny for that. Maybe she's like rethinking about it, and she's like, maybe I can get back with him. Like I can fix him, all that. Interesting. And then it's even funnier because it goes into like LOML, which is like love of my life, I guess. So she goes from I can fix him, I really can, and then like the love of my life. But I don't know if it's necessarily related to the same person in that sense. They're dedicated to the same Joe Alwyn of it all. Maybe love of my life could actually be about Travis. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not, because I don't know. Could be. As I said, I don't think she's gonna go into that personally, but yeah. Then we have I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. That definitely sounds depressing as fuck, personally. Like, that sounds depression. So probably she's still heartbroken and she's still going to go ahead. Like, maybe during the tour, there were some moments where she was like truly heartbroken. You could tell that she was like not feeling it, but she was still going to go ahead. You know, she was still going to perform for us, and maybe it's something about that. It could be about that. Then we have The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. This is like the declaration of war, basically. This is like coming for his neck. I love when like the smallest man who ever lived. Like, straight men hate being like belittled in that sense, or like whenever you put into question their like size, or like their height, or like their dimensions and all that stuff, or like you try to like basically attack their macho image or all that stuff. You call them small, you call them little. That's when it's real. Like, that's when they get triggered the most. And I love that. I love a girl going for their neck, like going to, enrage man. That's all I could ask for. So I'm very excited to see where this is gonna go. It's probably gonna end Joe Alwyn. So he better watch out. Yeah. Then we have The Alchemy. This is interesting. I've seen some theories on TikTok saying that this song could be like, how alchemy was supposed to be like the science that, like, or like the doctrine to change basically a certain metal to gold, but it failed, and then that's how the whole doctrine started. And Taylor Swift does, like, one of the symbols that she relates to Joe Alwyn in her songs is always gold. Like, in the relationship she sees him as gold, basically. Like, that's the color she associates with to him in that sense. So yeah, maybe it's like, there some people were saying like maybe it's like, she failed to, like, turn this thing into like gold, but maybe it could be that. It could be interesting. Maybe if it's that, I'll be down for that. That's like a nice metaphor, honestly. I would be down for that, honestly. And then she ends the album with Clara Bow. Clara Bow, for y'all who don't know, is basically she was the it girl in 1920s. She was a silent She's an actress. Well, in the 1920s, all movies were silent, so she was a silent actress in that sense, and she then had to move into the new, as soon as like sound was like recording all that stuff, like invented like movies with sounds and all that stuff. She transitioned to that, and she was the it girl. She was the original it girl in the American culture. So but she also dealt with a lot of like mental health issues, and you know, there's a lot of that, and her like building this huge legacy and like being this very successful woman and being able to like adapt to changes and all that stuff. So I can see how it can relate to Taylor, and I'm thinking that it might be like a celebration of her like legacy and her commitment to the art, and to like never bow down, you know, and to being the it girl, maybe even, who knows. I would be down for that. And it's interesting that she ends it with this, because it's good. I actually like it that she ends a breakup album with like, instead something that it's an end chapter, like about herself, you know, like it's focused on herself, and like throughout all this breakup, I'm still producing art. I'm still very you know, committed to this whole thing, and I would never stop in that sense, you know what I mean, like, and I'm successful about it and all that stuff. So like she's probably gonna celebrate her legacy in that something, in this one, I think, probably, I hope so. And then yeah, we have not the bolt track, sorry, the bonus track, the manuscript. An interesting title. I'm thinking, as soon as I read this, like Dear Reader, I don't know, but also maybe like a set of rules or something, the manuscript, or like a gospel, you know, like the Bible. Like maybe it's like her rules to like, to be fair, it could be about anything, or like the manuscript could also be like her song, about her songwriting skills or something. I'm not really sure, to be fair. This one is like very vague, so I don't know what it's gonna be about, but yeah, like this is like incredible stuff. So I'm excited. Sound wise, I don't think it. As I said, I think it's gonna be very. I hope it's gonna be very experimental, like different genres and all that stuff. I'm hoping that she doesn't only collaborate with Jack Antonoff. I hope she branches out a bit. I think I don't know where I read it, but she might be going back also to the person who she collaborated with on Lover a bit, with the pop songs there. So I'm excited to see what comes out of it. The tone definitely seems more like you know, tortured, of course, like very slow pace, like sad and all that. But it doesn't mean we cannot get good bangers out of it. So yeah, so that I'm excited. I'm very very excited. This seems like a very nice change of pace. It seems like she, as I said, like Midnights was the commercial thing to like get people hyped for the concert, and then she let it all out, you know, like after that, now she's like settled on tour and all that stuff. She can now give us the proper album that has been in works for quite a while, like a well thought out album with a message and a theme, and a very intentional album. That's why I'm like very excited about this one. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, you know what I mean, but I'm confident that it's going to be a very good album. I'm very confident about this. I can see the vision. I can see where she's going with this. I'm very, very excited. So, and the title, as I said, like it's probably the best track list just given to us in a very long time. There's so many interesting titles here. It's just very good. And honestly, like even the collaborations, they seem not forced at all, in my opinion. Like they seem, even Post Malone, it seems that to me they would make sense actually. So yeah, I want to see what this is all about. I need to see. I need to know. I'm very excited. Oh, I cannot believe it. I'm so happy that she's in this very like productive space where she keeps on producing art and continuing to do that. I don't care. Like the girl loves what she's doing, and I'm more than happy to receive. You know, people may get mad because she's overexposed and all that, but couldn't care less. I mean, marketing wise, she's gonna have to like do something about it, I think, but she will, because she knows what she's doing, so she will eventually like reply to this sort of backlash that she's been receiving. But music wise, I'm seated. I've always been seated, and I will always will be. So yeah, but that comes to an end. You know, I'm happy that you guys listened to this episode, and I hope you guys have a very nice week ahead of you. I hope you guys celebrate Valentine's Day, and if you're not, that's more than a-okay. I'm not here celebrating Valentine's, so, but you know, you can always celebrate Galentine's. Go with your friends out, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and yeah, just stay strong. You're gonna slay. Anyways, see you next week for the next episode, and Stay tuned for more and follow me everywhere. Come on, follow me, please.